We're thrilled to have you with us from Denton, Texas, Apache Stadium. We're headed toward the backstretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the North Texas Mean Green. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Owls head coach before the game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big...
Throwing a few more, breaking it off the defense. We've been talking about here. Keep!
Looking for a crease. It's Farrell. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. These two teams both coming on a run, playing their best football of the season and hoping to continue on and get into the top 25.
Yeah, it's nice, man, when you get that roll going. You start to create some momentum, create some belief. You know, listen, you're not ranked, but you're earning that respect throughout the season. Palmer, I think now at this point, they're probably going to climb into the rankings, and who knows what they can do.
I agree that both of these teams came in here with a lot of confidence, and they knew that they were going to have to play.
He's going for a big play downfield.
Oh, my God.
Finds a spot in the middle. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on third down. Check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got him. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to keep it in the air. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Owls. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's White. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mean Green offense takes over, and they'll go to work for the first time. And here comes the junior running back. What a game he had last time out. Found Pater 3 times just under 100 yards in their win.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Now on first down from the 28. The run inside. It's White. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend.
Red Sox are saying it's a bit more peace of mind. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't lead to anything big. Ranger Suarez, still no update there. At least I didn't see anything. And Roman Anthony, this happened the other day. Forgot to talk about it the other day. Going back to Fort Myers, he's going to be continuing his rehab there. Chad Tracy saying to just kind of get away from the noise a little bit. To be honest, I have no problem with it. I mean, it's not going to matter where you're rehabbing as long as you're doing the rehab. Of course, all the radio heads out there, you know, all the fun ones across Boston, they're going to, you know, make it sound like it's this whole thing. To me, I'd rather you go do your rehab wherever is the most convenient, wherever it's the least, I don't want to say he's getting in the way of anyone, but if you're just doing what you got to do without any sort of added pressure on anywhere,
North Texas could see if they can get a chunk play here on 2nd and inches. He's got it again. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Gonna run it. It's White. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be?
Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Mean Green.
Go do your rehab wherever is the most fun. You feel like you can focus. And hey,
they'll run the RPO and throw it right. Breaks into the open. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
2015 for a label tear. After the car accident.
To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted and room to run. He's at the 10. Touchdown, North Texas. And they turn it into a defensive score.
So, and all the same equipment, living
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about North Texas. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding.
Let's start off with the score. Because the Red Sox did get off to a good start here in the 2nd inning. Duran striking out, but then Monasterio, he comes through. And again, I'll bring this up one more time. Noah Schultz, looking at the expected numbers on the sweeper, not good over an expected 600 slugging.
Stabs NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football. I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wide. He's got it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football on air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
North Texas really has it going on offense. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd.
That was bonkers to me. I'm actually going to share the screen here. If you're with me on YouTube, you'll be able to see. I'm gonna pull it up. This is crazy watching it in the replay. Like, I can't believe this. So, looking at this, I mean, this is hilarious to me. Oh, shoot. Hold on. MLB.com, you're killing me right now. So, as you can see,
they'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Ming!
Changes it to a fair ball. That's bonkers. I've never seen that.
Looking for room. It's Farrell. Plows through the defense. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And the Owls want to crank the tempo.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Oh, my God. Who's the man?
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
For some reason,
From the red zone, it's Farrell. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He won't get there.
Accredited online public education for students in K-12. Homeschooling thing in the past, I know you liked it.
Yeah, I did. I liked it a lot. All my kids have done it before. It's an opportunity for them to stay at home and enjoy school.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Going to try to get it himself.
Oh, my God.
First down. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The run to the left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with a tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275.
He's going to fire deep.
Oh my God, he would have caught that
taking
one.
a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the second half.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Reese. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back.
Snags it, and there's running room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown.
8th inning, Whitlock with a 1-2-3. 9th inning, Watson already has a big lead. Locks it down. Press locks it in.
The Owls peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The give on the option. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working on the right. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner.
Oh, no, I thought he was going to throw it over.
And money down, 3rd down.
He's going to give you sinkers, change-ups, sliders, cutters, curveballs. He's going to come at you with a lot of different stuff. Let me actually pull up the StatCast page, and let's see what we got to work with. Now, you do have a mix. You got some reds, but you got some blues. The expected numbers, actually, expected batting average, it's only in the 23rd percentile. So, hey, the Red Sox just showed here tonight going up against Schultz, who had bad expected numbers off of a sweeper. Maybe they could figure it out against Martin. And the Red Sox, they've been hitting lately, man. They're getting some hits together here lately. He is giving up some pretty hard contact, 23rd percentile average exit velo. He is getting a good amount of guys to go out of the zone, 78% chase percentage. Or sorry, 78th percentile with a 33% chase percentage. He's getting a decent amount of swing and miss, 26% of the time. Middle of the road with the strikeouts, but he's not walking a lot of guys. He's not giving up a lot of barrels. Now, he is giving up a lot of exit velo, but not giving up a lot of barrels. So if the Red Sox can figure that out, that would be dandy. But again, you go back to, he's giving up a lot of exit velo, but he's also giving up a lot of hard hits. He's only in the 12th percentile with his hard hit percentage. What's worked for him, though, is limiting the barrels. Guys are just not barreling up against him. And my guess is because he just has so many different pitches, it's, to me, that comes off to me that he's pretty unpredictable. All right, you're just not able to just get that solid wood on the ball. All right, but that also tells me that maybe batters, you know, they are picking him up a little bit because they are making hard contact, but they're just not getting the barrel, right? I mean, he's going to lead most of it. Again, if you look at the mix of pitches, he goes right around a quarter of the time with the four-seamers, but then 18% sinker, 15% changeup, 14% slider, 13% cutter, 13% curveball. I mean, he's got 6 pitches with a double-digit percentage. So he's just going to come at you with a whole bunch of stuff. Now, the changeup, batters are hitting 291 against it. Cutter, batters are hitting 348 against it. So those are the 2 pitches you got to look for right there. He's giving up, batters are hitting, oh wait, no, sorry. The pitches that I just said, those are the expected batting averages. As for actual batting average, batters are hitting 310 against the fastball. So, again, he just comes off to me like he's pretty unpredictable. He's going to have good movement on his changeup. Sinker's going to get some good movement. Curveball is going to get a lot of glove side break. Look out for that. Again, he's having a good year. But Jake Bennett, coming off a couple of really good starts here against the Angels and the Yankees.
I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Pretty bleak after the National Series. It looked great in the beginning, and then he dropped the next 2. Let's see if they can do it a little differently here. They take the first one. Let's try and win this one here tomorrow. We will see. But we do have one more word from one of our wonderful sponsors here tonight. We're going to go to that, and then I'll go look at the chat for a little bit. I'll be right back.
This episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Baseball fans, the MLB season is in full swing, and FanDuel is giving you a chance to call your shot with daily dingers. Joining the action is easy. Just make your free pick on who's hitting a home run in their game, and if you're right, you'll get a profit boost to use on your next bet for a chance at extra winnings. It's just another reason why FanDuel is the home of home runs. So are you ready to play your game? Head over to FanDuel.com/podcast to get started. That's FanDuel.com/podcast to opt in for daily dingers and make your free pick on who's hitting a homer. Play ball and swing for the fences on FanDuel, an official partner of Major League Baseball. No purchase necessary, opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
All right, let's see what we got going on here in the chat. I'm seeing, what are we talking about here in the chat? What are we doing? Who's talking about moving Garrett Crochet? Who's bringing that up? Who is saying trade Crochet? No, we're not trading Crochet. Here, a couple of reasons. Few reasons. One, he's the ace of your staff. 2, he's hurt. So I don't think any team's someone trades Garrett Crochet, I will personally drive to Boston. Whoever comes up with that idea in the front office, if they actually did that, I would drive to Boston myself, take them to the airport, because they will be fired immediately if they did that. So if Craig Breslow ends up doing that, then Craig, you better get your bags packed, because I'm going to take you to the airport to send you and wish you best of luck in your future endeavors. No, we're not trading Garrett Crochet. Not it. What else we got, though? I think did we have a super chat? We did have a super chat. Frank Ryan, how we doing? $4.99. Mets a future Sox opponent. What happened to Kodai Senga? What happened to the Mets? Holy cow! I was so high on the Mets coming into the year. Oh my goodness! I had the Mets. I think I had them going to the division round. Preseason predictions are never right. If you if you make predictions for basketball, football, I think you tend to be more right than wrong, usually. But with baseball, it is such an unpredictable sport. It's impossible. The Dodgers winning a World Series for the third year in a row. That looks like it could absolutely happen this year. So, but the Mets, I'm thinking, holy cow, they got all this talent. They got Freddie Peralta. They got all these young pitchers here. What happened? What happened to the Mets? I don't know what happened to Kodai Senga. Yeah. But he's a guy I think, still has some pretty good stuff. Put him in the right organization, and watch, he probably ends up bouncing back. I don't know, man. The Mets, they're just a mess. I actually came out with my mid-season grades for every team on the main channel. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. I'm not going to tell you what I gave the Mets. I think you already know what I gave the Mets, but if you want to go see it, go check it out for yourself. It's not just the Mets, I think Giants. I actually did not give the Red Sox an F. Believe it or not, I did not give them an F. I was a little, because of the winning as of late, I was a little more lenient, and with the good pitching, I didn't go F territory, but not much better than that. So anyway, go check that out. The Giants, the Reds too. A lot of teams that we thought were going to be good just completely fell flat. Crazy. Christopher in the chat. Jordan Hicks. How about Jordan Hicks here tonight for the White Sox? He was lights out. Jordan Hicks looked like a friggin' machine against the Red Sox. He looked like he was on a mission for redemption. He looked great. He looked awesome here tonight. Man. Terry Howard, how are we doing? How much do you factor how expensive Gray is compared to his performance as a rental at the deadline? For me, I'm always looking at surplus trade value. Yeah, you got to look at the performance, obviously, right? How well they're doing, but you have to factor in the contract. Those things come into play. That's how front offices think. Now, the trade deadline, it's going to be a little different, because teams are trying to make a push. They're trying to get that final piece or two to help them down the stretch to possibly make the postseason or to go for a World Series. But factoring in the contract, that's real. Teams will always be considering that. Because at the end of the day, it's a business, right? So, Sonny Gray, you are going to have to most likely the Red Sox. It's funny with buyouts; they're usually not as pricey as Sonny Gray's buyout. His is $10 million. So the Red Sox, I imagine, they're probably going to have to kick that in. Because there is a mutual option for next year, but those usually don't get exercised. So it's usually good practice, if you're trading a guy away with a mutual option, to also send them over the buyout. Kind of like a happy medium kind of, right? What's the word I'm looking for? It's you're taking on not just the rest of their contract, but that as well. So it's like, all right, if you want to get the trade done, all right, here's the money for the buyout. That way we can get players back in return, right? It's not even just buyouts; it's just contracts in general. Sonny Gray is not underwater necessarily. Well, he is. He's not underwater like Rafi Devers or Willie Adames or Matt Chapman, right? Where they have long-term contracts. Gray is technically not by much. So that's where if the Red Sox throw in the buyout, even if they didn't, I know I'm kind of all over the place, but even if they didn't kick the buyout in, he still wouldn't have that bad of value. It would be like almost breaking even. But adding in anywhere from like $5 to $10 million bucks, that's gonna give you a pretty good surplus right there. So, yeah. Where was the rest of that question? Hold on, I missed. How much do you found? How expensive is Gray compared to his performance? Yeah, I think it really comes down to, just answer the question. It comes down to how much of the buyout are the Red Sox willing to give, or would a team even need the Red Sox to send that? That's where it can get. You just never know at the deadline, right? It depends on what are the other team's payroll situations. You know, there's so many factors that come into play. But with the market, that could really drive up the price, right? A whole lot of teams getting involved. Who knows? Maybe a team out there says, oh, no, you don't got to send us the buyout. We'll take care of that. We'll still give you these prospects. We'll still give you this player. Don't got to worry about the buyout. If the Red Sox find a taker where they get good talent and don't have to kick in the buyout, then, yeah, that'd be great. So, we'll see. TD, will the Giants eat half of Devers' contract? I don't think so. No. I don't see, after that whole thing that just happened with Rafi and the pinch running thing, especially when there had already been some question marks behind the scenes, I don't see how any team would even want to take that on at this point, especially with how much left of the contract there is. I don't think Rafi's going anywhere. He's definitely not coming back to the Red Sox. Christopher, starting to get worried about Narvi's future. I still think he's the best option we have, just having it down here. He's really the batter. It's unfortunate, man, because he's really good defensively. He's really good with the pitchers. The bat, it's just fallen off. Again, I've said it a few times. I think the catching position is something to absolutely pay attention to, especially this offseason. Do they maybe even try to make some kind of a move at the deadline? Probably getting ahead of myself a little bit there, but again, it's just been such an interesting position there. Going back to the offseason, they were connected with Kyle Teal and JT Realmuto. Green Monster 19, will Gasper get the call again? I would imagine he probably comes up at some point. Red Sox diehard, one of our members. I'm so sad this is the lost season for Roman. I'm not there yet. I'm not there. Again, you still have this whole month. Listen, if you do want to talk about the Red Sox getting back into contention, if they find a way here to have a good month and they're right in the thick of the wild card race, more firmly entrenched in it, and then Roman comes back, say early August, that's pretty good. We'll see. I do think though, you would like to get Roman back sooner than later, because you imagine, if let's say he comes back August 1st, he's going to need some time, right, to get reacclimated again. So, yeah, sure, he could be back in the lineup, but what's he going to look like the first few weeks? If he comes back September, I mean, if you're in contention at that point, I mean, how much does that really help you, you know? So, it's interesting. It's interesting how they're going to maneuver it. Green Monster 19, we got Romy instead. Listen, has anyone else noticed that since Romy came back, well, he came back the last game against the Yankees, but granted, they got the walk-off against the Yankees. They did drop 2 out of 3 of the Nationals, but then he sweep the Angels. He win game 1 here. I'm just saying, Romy's kind of making a difference. Bill in the chat, Roman's a tough guy. Nah, man, like, I'm speaking from experience. I'm not Roman Anthony or any baseball player by any means, but listen, going through injuries, it sucks. Like, because there are days. I still remember when I got hip surgery like 10 years ago. During that rehab process, I'm thinking, man, I'm feeling really good. I'm starting to, and then like a couple of days later, it's like, what the heck happened? just so unpredictable. Um, everyone's going to have a different tolerance when it comes to pain threshold. Everyone's going to be built different. I at all do not question Roman and his work ethic and the toughness that he has. I don't question it at all. Especially when you're talking about like a hand, especially bones and tendons in the hand, and like a foot injury as well when you're dealing with like metatarsals. I remember my dad, he broke a metatarsal in his right foot, I believe. It took forever for that to heal. Like your hands and your feet, the blood supply, it's a very slow process, right, for healing to occur. It's tough, I still think back to that injury, and I remember when it first happened, it just looked like an awkward kind of injury, and I remember saying it at the time, during the post game that night. It might have been that night or the next day. I remember thinking, it's always the awkward-looking swings that could end up being the most problematic. And that has obviously stood the test of time. Kadaj in the chat, construction worker hands. Oh, of course. Of course. Yeah. My dad actually, he's a contractor. So he works on people's homes and stuff. And I still remember he had to wear a walking boot forever. My dad's a tough guy. Like, he'll go out there, 90-degree heat. He'll go work on a house all day, like on the roof and stuff. He was out there like a walking boot. That's a little different than swinging a bat, Noah in the chat, can't wait for Crochet's return. Me too. There's no update on him, man. That's crazy. It looked like he was starting to get a little bit closer, and then all of a sudden it just completely fell apart. TD, Robbie, what big stick might be available? Preferably a number 3 hitter. It's interesting, man. There's when you're looking at, I don't even know who would be available. It's weird because I would love to sit here and say Zach Neto, but I don't think the Angels are going to trade him. Like, that to me would be the perfect guy to get. Let me pull up here the Jeff Passan updated trade candidates. He still had Jeremy Pena on there. I don't think Jeremy Pena is going anywhere. If we're looking here, Skubal at number 1, Buxton. I don't think Buxton's going anywhere. Pena's at number 3. I don't think he's going anywhere. Let me share the screen. We'll do this really quick. I don't want to be here too long tonight. Like Joe Ryan, Abrams. I don't think Abrams is going anywhere. He's got Abrams at number 5. Why would the Nationals trade him at this point? They're in contention. If they were 10 games under 500, then sure. But I don't think Abrams is going to go anywhere. Funny enough, he put Jung-Hoo Lee at number 7. He put 50% chance of getting traded. I was thinking the other day, I don't see him getting traded at all because he's on a good contract. The Giants, they have underwater contracts with Rafi, Willie Adames, and Matt Chapman. Those are going to be tough to move, but if you are going to move a contract, you want to move one of those. Jung-Hoo Lee, who's actually been productive for you, and you have him still for another few more years, why would you want to move him? And he's like a good contract. I don't know. He put him at a 50% chance. He doesn't fit with the Red Sox really, though. Luis Arise, no. To me, I think you're looking for someone that can play. It's funny, because you've had Siegler productive at second base, but if you have a shot to land a guy that can, play second, or maybe, I don't know, like a DH outfielder, kind of a type that can bounce back and forth. But what do you do with Massa at that point? So like Saya Suzuki, he has him at number 14. I don't know. The Cubs are, if they could find a deal to get them some pitching. But what, are you going to trade Patrick Sandoval for Saya Suzuki? I don't think the Cubs would do that. They basically have
Wants to fire on second down.
Oh, no.
Got him. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's into the open down the middle. It's a fumble.
No! Safety.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce.
I'm a
The offense bounces
dumbass.
back on it.
Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs.
He's not greatest. Same thing.
Looking to throw on first down.
Oh, yeah. Ball don't lie, baby.
First half turnover
Ball don't lie.
swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Mean Green. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip.
And then I see in the chat. Maybe then you could extend Jeff. Possible. Mickey Moniak's on
They'll start this drive with a pass. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. And this is a quarterback. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
It's interesting. To be honest, right now, it's funny with the way the West.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call.
Like that to me would be the perfect job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Fuck.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout.
Give me that. Oh!
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left.
Oh.
Makes a man miss.
Oh, give me that block. Give me that block.
The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, North Texas. He got him loose, and it was lights out after that.
Boy, is this a Heisman? Heisman?
Someone
Okay.
that can play
Taking control here
Looking.
in week 9. And this is
to the second base, but if you have a shot to land a guy less second, or maybe, I don't know, like
North Texas sends the offense out to get this drive going. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling.
Oh, nobody's gonna defend him? Oh, y'all
They're
are
going to
cooked.
throw it to start
Gone.
the drive. He lets it fly. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Off to the races. And he scores! Touchdown, Mean Green.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him. And
Suzuki's going to have more value. Maybe do something along those lines?
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Tight end now in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air.
Oh,
It's complete. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. The option, the keeper.
nah, you get the fuck out of here, bro.
Bulldozes his way through. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Farrell. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire.
Fuck.
Finds his man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. With the run on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense that time, blowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Makes the grab. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him.
Got an old line over here.
Off play action.
No fucking way.
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. The sure hands in the air.
It's interesting. To be honest, right now, you know, I wonder what Greg is.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
Oh,
Intercepted
my
for the
fucking
11th time. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this.
I'm getting cooked, bro.
We'll see. Everybody, I'm going to wrap it up right there. That is all we got here for tonight. We went a lot longer than expected here tonight, talking about trade candidates. But I'm going to get out of here, everybody. If you're kind of the way out, hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new. We are trying to get to 8,000 subscribers by the trade deadline. If you can help us out, I'll love you forever. But we are going to be back here tomorrow night, same time. We'll see you then. I mean, we got another round. Viz, I'm looking at you as well, Viz. Why is it me? I'm the jester. Boys, we got another round anyway. Viz, you're not jester, Viz. You're the most obvious crew in the game. The most obvious crew? Yeah. Lannon, where were you, man? Where was I? On the map, yeah. I mean, I'm upper engine right now. So I'm very close. Wait, if there's 3 jesters left and we vote the imposter, do crew win? Yes. So we're fine. So, look, like, what do I do? I'll get yourself voted out. Laser's gonna win. Guys, who was the first person to react to that? Me. Hi, and then I did the bottom one. Liz, you did the bottom one, I followed you in. Yeah. I mean, you could have killed there, obviously, but I think it's just just based on the previous one. But I just don't understand why, given that it definitely could have happened.
In business at the 27.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They haven't had a...
I do feel like it's Lannon, but I can't be sure. I might just shoot him. I don't know, but I can wait one more round and shoot him. So.
Dude, I had the same brain cells that you have in a normal game, where like I got
A lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Using his legs, it's Farrell. There he goes. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15.
Oh, nice play.
Got some room headed to the goal line. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen.
Nice play.
Touchdown Owls. Made the grab and... Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Tipton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they're after him. And they got him.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game already.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. The incomplete pass. It's a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Trying play action. Bring in the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Just watching the clock run out on this one, and we can turn our attention to what's in store for next week here in the midpoint of the season. So we open the final period with a third down play. Keeping it on the ground inside.
Oh my God, I
It's
ran from
Farrell.
a customer.
Bust through behind his man.
Shit.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. They'll move the wide receiver.
Smart.
In the red area, it's Farrell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Farrell. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Bro, what?
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He wants it all.
Oh my God, where's my zone, bro?